I investigated Yesom Wike together with the recent increase in kidnapping and banditry sweeping across the Federal Capital Territory. What we discovered and uncovered will blow your mind. The recent increase in kidnapping cutting across the Federal Capital Territory isn't something anyone should sleep over. But one man who is supposed to be at the top of his game is currently chasing clouds. Yesom Wike, who is the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory known as Abuja, have chosen to dump his primary assignment and go after something that is not relevant. Wike is more interested about the politics in Rivers State. He's very concerned about the politics in that state than actually tackling his primary assignment. This is a big shame. If you have been following the security situations in Abuja, then definitely you must have heard about the recent bandit activities in that area, where one Alhaji Monsoor Al-Qadriya and his 6 children were abducted and one was killed 3 days ago. What have the government done about this recent kidnappings? Nothing. What have Yesom Wike, the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, done? Absolutely nothing. It will shock you to know that while carrying out our investigations, we noticed that these bandits and kidnappers have more intel than our security agencies. These guys are well equipped with the latest techs and they know the strength and the weaknesses of our security agencies. Take for instance in the case of the recently abducted Alhaji Monsoor Al-Qadriya and his 5 daughters. If you have been following up with these recent happenings, then you should know that these kidnappers and bandits effortlessly maneuvered all our security agencies. The uncle to these abducted girls, together with the Nigerian police force, attempted a rescue mission, which did not end well. This mission led to the death of the uncle, together with about 2 to 3 policemen. Studying this operation, it simply means that the Nigerian police force, together with the uncle, knew the location or the address of these kidnappers. So if the Nigerian police force knew the exact and the pinpoint address of these particular kidnappers, why send only 4 men together with the uncle? Why put the life of a civilian at risk? Well, only the Nigerian police force can answer that question. But one thing we know for sure is that the bandits and kidnappers had an upper hand. They knew that the Nigerian police force would come for them, and that is why they were prepared and attacked back in full force. And based on common sense, these kidnappers will definitely change or move positions. They won't stay back in the same address where the Nigerian police force came to attack. These guys must have changed their location, moving the abducted girls together with other victims to a new location, which will make it more difficult for the Nigerian police force to track. And some might wonder, why can't the Nigerian police force track down the SIM cards or track down the phone number used in calling the families for ransom? Well, it's very simple. These kidnappers, like I said, are very intelligent. These guys go for SIM cards that are being registered already, which will make it very difficult to get their profile and data. And based on common sense, these guys will buy these SIM cards in large quantity. And these guys don't stop here. They buy burner phones that you can't actually track their GPS locations, phones without Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, or data connectivity capabilities. These are the kind of phone they go for. So with a SIM card pre-registered with somebody else's data and a phone that you can't track its GPS locations, it's almost impossible to pinpoint and get the exact location. And based on common sense, after each phone call, these guys definitely will destroy the SIM card, even though a SIM card doesn't have tracking capabilities. And based on common sense and based on our investigations, these kidnappers do the calling. You can't call them directly. You have to wait for them to call in and demand for whatever they want at that particular time. So whenever they change a SIM card, they destroy this SIM card and call you with a different number. Remember, this number has been pre-registered already with somebody else's data and identity. While making this video and doing our investigations, we also noticed that you can actually track a phone call using different means, but that tracking won't take you to the exact pinpoint location. It will only take you to the area where the phone call is coming out from, but you can't actually get the exact and the pinpoint location, which can be helpful while carrying out investigations and studying the environment. And based on common sense, the only way to track down these kidnappers and bandits is the time to pay a ransom, because these guys will give you a specific location to go drop off the ransom. The only way and the easiest way to do it is to add a tracking device, which comes with its own advantages and disadvantages. Well, the question here is the Nigerian security force ready? Are these guys well equipped with the materials, technologies, and tools needed to combat and fight insecurities? While doing our research, we noticed that Nyesom Wike, sometime last year, around the 23rd of August, made a comment on the security situation in the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. Wike, in his own words, stated that corn sellers cause insecurity in Abuja. If the Minister of Abuja that has all of the infos, all of the intel, he knows all of the security personnel, the top ranking policemen and military men in Abuja, if he can come out and blame corn sellers for insecurities in Abuja, then you should know that we are in a big mess, because our leaders don't even know what's going on. They don't even have any intel. These guys don't even know how to tackle insecurities. What Nyesom Wike is perfect in dealing with is the current Rivers State governor. He's perfect in fighting and contesting with Sim Fubara. And for the security agencies in the country, they are perfect in tracking down Yahoo boys. I'm not saying whatever the Yahoo boys do behind the scenes is good. No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is the security agencies have the tools, they have the tech to go after Yahoo boys. These guys need to import those tech, skills, and know-how in dealing with the insecurities in the country. These guys have to import those tech. They need to track down these kidnappers and bandits. They need to fight them head on. They need to look for their addresses, look for how they operate, understand the operation system, and tackle it head on. But no, these guys are not interested. They only focus on the civilians. They focus on the so-called Yahoo boys. They spend months and sometimes even years trying to track them down. Anyways, let's be hopeful. In our previous video, we